You deserve to be led by people that are not clowns trying to run a circus. You are deserving of being heard, even if people disagree with you. Because it's okay to be willing to bet on yourself. In fact, most of my life I've felt as though I am the one person out of the thousands of people around me that know, and convincingly so, that I'm right. And yet so many people want to disagree because they just don't want to accept the possibility of the truth being revealed to them. Now, I'm not saying that I'm perfect or that I am the most flawless individual imaginable by any stretch of the imagination, but I am saying that I've thought a great deal about this kind of stuff and how it is so radical to give a crap about where you are in your life in this day and age that we are living in. It is extremely radical to want to care about purpose, to care about relationships, to care about family. And we are led by people that have little to no understanding of the true needs and the true desires of the people. And social media, by a long stretch, is either going to shape that which is divine and play a part in it, or it's going to completely destroy and nuclearize the relationships that we have between people as a species altogether. I'm making videos like this with the hopes that it's going to be the former, that this is going to be a proliferation of moving toward a greater common good, that social media can be used for good and the internet itself can be used as a tool for that which is sacred, rather than being a idiom of superfluousness. And so the main message that I want to get across in this video is that you as a human being deserve more than what we've been able to give you. If you're centuries into the future watching this video, and who knows what's going to happen, perhaps it's even going to be AI that is only going to be watching this video years and years from now. But if you happen to be watching this video in the present moment or at any point in time, I hope that this message remains timeless, that this is going to be something that you can come back to as a push for encouragement, because it's almost like we are entering a new era in this day and age, in the spirit of this time. And we've been entering this era, but it's almost as if the zeitgeist really is picking up speed, and the overall numinous qualities of our lifetime is coming to either a straight halt or a gateway to something completely beyond what we've ever been imagined and what we've ever imagined to be so. So we stand at the crossroads. We stand at the fork in the road, and we seem to have one of two choices. And I don't necessarily want to simplify these choices, but at the same time, this seems to be the routes that we have. We have the route of innovation, of evolution, of merging with technology. And I'm not necessarily saying that humans ought to be merging with AI or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is seemingly what's going to happen. And I don't even necessarily like saying seemingly, because it is the case. We are either going this route or we're not. And we're going to be merging with technology as a species, in which we're going to become a different species altogether. It's almost like we are creating a new version of ourselves, or we are going to fall into obliteration. And I'm not a doomer, and I'm not necessarily trying to be existential for any point of just to be existential. I'm not trying to just be existential for the point of it. I'm actually being sincere when I say this, and I'm not trying to alarm anybody, but this is the case. And if you are watching this centuries into the future, then that means that we somehow succeeded, or that something else happened. There was another path that we didn't see that you did, that you actually were able to witness and see come into fruition. And so here we are at the crossroads. Here we are at the precipice of greatness, or the precipice of demise. And it seems a bit extreme to say something like that, doesn't it? It seems a bit extreme, but I don't think it is, actually. And you know, to be honest with a lot of you all that may be watching this in the spirit of this time that it's being filmed, you're not missing out on too much if you're already awakened and prepared for what's to come. Do you know how to do certain things? Are you capable of having the skills to protect and defend yourself, or provide for yourself, to gather the resources for yourself, to know how the environment around you is operating? I had a dream a couple days ago about God's people populating the deserts. This didn't make sense to me, and I'm not necessarily a prophet. I don't claim to be a prophet, but I have more of these prophetic dreams more and more each day. And it is as if God is asking me to be a spokesperson for him in what could be and what can be and what we are capable of and where the path is meant for us to be going. And I was on a call with somebody earlier, a consultation call, and something that he said, this guy said, was something that C.S. Lewis was talking about, that man was created to irrigate the deserts. It's a big airplane or helicopter flying by, but man was created to irrigate the deserts, not to destroy the jungle, something along those lines. And I thought that was very wise that he brought that up, and it was a synchronicity that he brought it up. And shout out to him if he's watching this video, because it really got me into the state of mind in which I understood exactly our assignment going forward, and how we are to really terraform these environments. We have people like Elon Musk, for better or for worse, wanting to terraform the planet of Mars to be a multi-planet species by nuking the poles to create an atmosphere that is more capable for us as human beings. And I'm aware that Elon Musk is, for many people on both the left and the right, not the most favorite person in the world, but he is trying to do something about the life that we're living. He is trying to create something. And part of me wants to simply create a godly community in the wilderness, where we can have a community of fit, cooperative, and imaginative people that are highly skilled in a variety of different subjects and what they can do and what they can bring to the table as far as their skills. I imagine in some ways sitting around a campfire or a bonfire at these communities, and in this community rather, singing old folk songs and having a barbecue over the fire with gardens and pastures and chicken coos or rabbits running around that we can eat, and living off the land, crops growing. I imagine these things sometimes, and it makes me think about what's most important at this time. What's most important in the spirit of this time. And number one, I would say it's to develop our skills. Money doesn't necessarily matter too much anymore, it seems like. Of course, it does matter, but it doesn't matter. And everything as far as relationships go are going to be more important as well. So it's almost like skills, relationships, then everything else. Because if you don't have skills like hunting or making a campfire or building a house or building a shed or any kind of masonry or landscaping or anything like that, knowing how stuff works to build a self-sustaining community, chances of you falling short and being a victim of the government and society's way of life as we know it is very probable. And so what I would encourage you all to do, whether you're watching this now or centuries into the future, is to really think about and ponder what it is that you can be doing right now to build that vision that you have. And for me, it's about doing stuff that I'm doing right now. Getting the word out and inspiring people to take action in their lives that know that they need to take action but don't necessarily know how to take action. This is real life. This is real. This is tangible. And the accountability that you must have to live the life that you need to get to where you need to go, it's no joke. We are all participating in a cosmic joke, of course. You know, life is what you make it, right? But we don't necessarily have to live as a joke. We might be able to joke, but we don't need to live as jokes. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty much done with the way that things are running, and we just need to take action now at this point. We just need to begin moving the board a different way. Start changing the world and changing the environment around you to fit your needs. Because jobs, careers, universities, all of these institutions, they're done. And who knows if they're going to have these centuries into the future. But it's time to bend the rules and change the rules to fit and benefit ourselves, because it's sure as hell not benefiting anybody else right now but the people that are in charge, whoever those are. We don't even know who the leaders are. That's what's so crazy and terrifying about all of this, is everything is operating in the shadows. At least with Hitler and Stalin and Mao, General Mao from China, they knew who not to screw around with. We have no clue. We have no clue. So it's time to take matters into our own hands. And it's time to move in spirit and truth, full-fledged. And with that being said, I hope this message was useful and insightful. And until next time, peace be with you.